Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pull List Examiner. This is my weekly video where I take a look at the comics I will be picking up on New Comic Book Day Wednesday, which this week is April 27th, 2022. I have to admit, this is a really big week for books. I've been told that at the end of the month, a lot of the comic companies are contractually obligated to get their comics out within an allotted time. So the last comic book day of the month ends up being the biggest sometimes. And this week, I am going to say that is what's happening to me for sure. You can always check my full pull list in the description of the video below, and you can see this week is a little bit bigger than usual. So we're going to begin this week with number 3, which is Justice League issue 75. If you have been following Justice League, I think a lot of people haven't been super happy with the storyline. Bendis has been writing for the last, 15-20 issues or so, and a lot of people I've actually heard buying Justice League just for the backup story, which was for Justice League Dark, which was written by Ram V. But I have thought the Bendis story has been okay, and I've been following it, and I am really excited to see the handoff now that as we transition into this Death of the Justice League storyline. They're not keeping it a secret. The cover says Death of the Justice League right on the cover, and I'm curious to see how this is going to lead into this grand event that's being planned by Joshua Williamson over at DC Comics. It seems like there's going to be a lot of tie-ins between some of the other books, and we'll see how this one kicks it all off. Coming in at number 2 this week for me is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, issue number 5. I am really looking forward to this because it's been really late. I'm really looking forward to see how this story is going to progress and lead towards the final conclusion. This has been a really good story. I grew up reading Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics, watching the cartoons, watching the movies, even the ones with Vanilla Ice, and I was very impressed with this title that came out that is showing the last days of the Turtles. I am not going to give away any spoilers here. I'll just say that it's definitely set into the future. There's some new characters that are introduced but are all tied to the old characters, and you see a lot of what has happened to the Turtles over the years in this story, and we've been waiting for a while for issue number 5, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the story continues. And the number 1 title on my list this week is going to be The Fourth Man, issue number 4 by AWA Upshot. This title has been captivating. I have been glued to each issue. It is literally a 1990s movie, crime movie, that's been adapted into comic book form. And it's written in such a way that the characters actually represent specific actors from that time era. You can flip through the pages and say, oh, I know who that is. And it's been very interesting. I saw over on Fire Guy Ryan's channel, he did a review, and he said it was like reading film. It really is like watching a movie in comic book form when you read this series. And I've been captivated by how it was going to end. Each issue has been focused on a murder case, as they have several, four murders that they're looking at. But we'll find out in this last issue how everything gets resolved. And I have to say that this series has actually made me take a look more at AWA Upshot and look at some of the other offerings that they're putting out. And I will probably be picking up other series from them because this one has been so good. Thanks again for watching the Pull List Examiner and looking at all the comics that I've recommended for this week. You can always find the full pull list in the description below. I want to say a big thanks to the comic book community at large. I hit 70 subscribers this week, and I'm on my way to that 100 mark where I will be having a comic book giveaway. So thank you for subscribing and thank you for tuning in. Special shout out to Brian LCS and his channel. I will post a link to that in my description as well. He gave a shout out to me and I got several subscribers from it, so it's just awesome to see how the comic book community out on YouTube interacts with each other. I'm also planning on having a video for the Bearded and Cole's cover challenge. I did one already and there's another one with the theme of covers of villains coming up, so stay tuned for that video. And once again, I just want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and remember to read them, bag them, and board them. Have a great day. See you next time.